So, let's talk about how to really crush it in university. And I don't mean just survive it, I mean thrive. This isn't your standard advice. This is a playbook, straight from a senior student who figured out the hard way what it really takes to win. And we're going to start with a real gut punch. The #1 regret wasn't failing a test or missing some party. It was waiting too long to actually believe in their own potential. I mean, who hasn't had that feeling, right? That little voice that asks, what if I had just started sooner? Well, today, we're going to answer that question.
So how do you make sure that's not your regret? That's the whole point of this. We're going to break down a step-by-step guide to taking yourself and your future seriously. And we're starting right now.
All right, part 1 of the playbook is all about what's going on inside your own head. Before you worry about a single class or social event, you have to build this rock-solid foundation of vision and discipline. This is where it all begins.
Now, this wasn't some vague wish like, I hope I do well. No way. The goal was super specific, super ambitious. Graduate with first-class honors and become a teaching assistant. And you know what? They did it. It's just proof that when your vision is crystal clear, you've got a roadmap you can actually follow.
So what's the system behind the goal? It's simple, but man, is it powerful. First, you have to write your goals down. Get them out of your brain and onto a piece of paper where they feel real. Second, you have to embrace the grind. Look, anyone can study when they're feeling motivated. The real champions are the ones who show up even when they'd rather be doing anything else. That's the separation. And third, you have to guard your sleep and your schedule like a fortress. They're not optional. They are the fuel for everything else.
And this is so incredibly important. We all know that burst of energy at the start of a new semester, right? It feels great, but it's a feeling, and feelings fade. They will leave you high and dry. Discipline. Discipline is what sticks around. It's the engine that drags you through the mud when you just want to quit.
So I'm asking you, what is your target? And don't just say, get good grades. What specifically do you want to achieve? Don't just think about it. Pause this if you have to. Write it down. Make it real. That's your first move.
Okay, now that we've sorted out your inner game, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. Because here's a secret. Success is a team sport. The community you build, your social architecture, it's every bit as important as your personal drive.
This right here is a total game changer. It's not about being rude or exclusive. It's about being intentional. It's about actively deciding who gets a front row seat in your life. Choosing people who are going to lift you higher, not drag you down.
You've probably heard this before, but let it sink in. It's so true it's almost scary. Your friends are basically a mirror reflecting your future self. If you want to see where you'll be in 5 years, just take a good, hard look at the people you spend the most time with today.
I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. Your community is like a mosaic that you're creating. Every single person you let into your life adds a piece, a little tile. So, are they adding vibrant colors, support, ideas, growth? Or are they adding dull, gray tiles of negativity and bad habits? You're the artist here. You choose what the final picture looks like.
I mean, look at this. The difference is just night and day. A growth community pulls you forward. It makes you think bigger. It holds you accountable. It's there for you. A stagnant community, it just keeps you stuck, reinforces your worst habits, and kills your motivation. It really is that simple. So, which one are you in?
And I'm serious. Think about it right now. The 5 people you hang out with the most, are they challenging you, inspiring you? Are they actually pushing you to be a better version of yourself? If the answer is no, well, it might be time to start expanding your circle. All right, now get ready for a twist. Because after all that hard work, after hitting that huge academic goal, the biggest regret had absolutely nothing to do with grades. This is the lesson that so many top students learn way too late in the game. So what was it? You'd think maybe they wished for a higher mark in some random class, or maybe they should have studied a little harder for one exam. But it wasn't anything like that. No, the academic side was locked down. The system worked perfectly for getting good grades. The real missed opportunity, the thing that actually kept them up at night, was something else entirely.
The regret was tunnel vision. It was focusing so hard on the grades that they completely missed out on leadership opportunities. You know, things like running for student council, leading a club, organizing a campus event. Those experiences, that's where you build the skills that matter for the rest of your life. Communication, problem solving, working with people, that's the good stuff.
And this is the secret weapon. Your grades, your certificate, yeah, that'll get you in the door for an interview. It opens that first door. But it's your leadership, Your ability to actually inspire people and get things done, that keeps those doors open. That's what gets you the promotion and builds a real career. Don't ever forget that.
So how do we tie all this together? The discipline, the community, the balance between books and real-world skills? Well, you need an anchor, something that holds you steady when the storms of university life inevitably start raging.
For the person in this story, that anchor was their faith. It was their source of strength and guidance. Now, for you, it might be your family, a deeply held set of values, a passion for a cause. Whatever it is, you need to find it and hold on to it. That's going to be your rock. Okay, so here it is, your final charge. This is the whole playbook in a nutshell. First, take yourself seriously from day one. Second, build strong systems so you don't have to rely on just feeling motivated. Third, be absolutely relentless in your discipline. And finally, lean on your anchor, whatever that may be. That's the path.
And please, remember this. Your future doesn't start when you get that diploma. It starts today. It starts with the very next choice you make, the habits you're building, and the kind of person you decide to be in this very moment. So, what's your next move?